that are meant to help you, your families navigate the challenges and even some of the positives that may come with the season. Now it's time for me to introduce my guest, and I said earlier, in case you missed it, that if you've ever tuned into 97.3 City FM on a Saturday morning, then chances are you have interacted through the radio airwaves with these people. And so, very first on my list, and in no particular order, I have with me this morning Counselor James Kofi Abre. And Counselor Abre is a counselor, a coach, a mediator, a chaplain. He's a trainer, and he's the executive director of the Holistic Counseling Institute. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Counselor. I also have my fellow fair lady.
Yeah.
And that's what the host of Farm Life calls her, Justina O. Idri. She's a counseling psychiatrist or psychologist, counseling psychologist with the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission Hospital. And she's much more than that. I keep saying that one of these days she has to come and tell us how to manage time, because she is an ace time manager and gets everything done to perfection. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And of course, Mr. Mike Mensah is here, the voice of Farm Life on 97.3 City FM. He is the host, but he's much more than that. He's a counselor, and he's an emotional and relational intelligence coach and trainer. And so clearly we have the best man and best woman for this discussion. You're welcome once again, gentlemen and ladies. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
I literally see you because we hear you. Now we get to see you. We get to see you. But I mean, what do you think about what we're doing for this season? Do you think it's necessary?
Very, because during the festive seasons, we usually forget ourselves and then we go beyond boundaries. So maybe this will help viewers to pay attention to few things that might cause them after the festive season.
I love it. Mike, what do you think?
You know, it's been said that in modern day times we have automatic vehicles, and there are two pedals, the accelerator and then the brake. So in the festive season, you need both the accelerator and the brake to keep things in perspective. That's what I was saying.
I like that analogy. And Counselor James.
All days are not the same. If you make all the days the same, you have nothing to look up to. So that's why there's a need to celebrate some days. Helps you mentally, emotionally, and socially helps you. When you are celebrating with others, it's time to come together. There should be something to bring us together. There's no celebration, there's no gathering together. So it calls for the celebration so that we all will come together. And if you're always looking up to something, it helps you. If you are just there, there's nothing to look up to.
There's no Brunia. There's no Easter. There's no salad. We are just going. I like
need to have something to look up to.
Not all days are the same.
No.
And it's important to have something to look forward to. So celebrations are important. Okay, so we are talking about the cost of celebration, expectations, money, and family pressure. But before we start the conversation, we do have an audience with us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us, and we will be engaging you too. So yes, it's an exam. Take notes, because we'll come to you and you answer the question paper. Right, so I'm going to start. Maybe let me start with you, Counselor James, because you, in your very first submission, mentioned the fact that celebrations are important. But celebrations come with expectations. Celebrations come with spending money, and that can be a point of anxiety for a lot of people. Celebrations also come with pressure. For some people, that's the time that they're expecting their rice, their oil, their rent, everything they didn't get the whole year, they're expecting it. So in as much as celebrations, like you said, Counselor, are important for us to look forward to, how do we manage some of these things that come with the celebratory mood?
Nothing important goes without a cost. But there's a minimal expectation, moderate expectation, and high expectation.
Okay.
And if you are getting to high expectation, then you should be ready to pay the cost. If you want to make it, but it's like wedding ceremony. It depends on how you want to carry it out. You want to go on the low level, that's it. You want to go on the high level, then you are going to bear the cost. So, and the cost is important because how do we live life without pain, without sacrifice, without showing that something is of value to you? Anything of value to you, have to pay the cost to have it. So if celebration is of value to you, pay the cost. After all, you lose everything when you die. As long as you are alive, you don't pay for something to make you happy and joyful. What is it? Life is not just staying at home. You should pay something. You buy shoes and throw them away. So let's buy joy. Let's buy happiness. Let's buy togetherness. So it goes to the cost, but the cost we have to depend. It depends on the individual, whether he's have minimal expectation, moderate expectation, or high expectation. That will invite the cost. So you can't eat your cake and have it.
See, this is why I like Councillor James. So, he has said what many people don't want to admit to themselves. No, but that's a very beautiful perspective, and I like the fact that in speaking about expectation, you first of all talked about expectation of you, yourself, the individual, before the external expectations from other people. So I'll come back to you. Let me come to you, my fellow fair lady, Justina. Now, Councillor James has spoken a little bit about expectations, and he mentioned that you have to bear the cost if you want to celebrate. Nothing good comes without a cost. But let's talk about money, because money tends to be a big conversation during celebrations. Councillor mentioned weddings. The man wants it soft, the woman wants it big. Or recently, we are seeing the reverse too. The woman wants quiet weddings where they'll go and sign. The men want big. They want social media trends, you know. And then during the festive season, especially if you have children, you have aging parents, siblings, cousins in the village, people are expecting things of you, and it comes with money. So how do we manage those things?
Thank you so much. So taking it off from where Councillor James ended, not all days are the same. So celebrations are not accidental. So it comes with intentions and deliberacy. So we know Christmas will come December. Come what may, December will come. Come what may, a day that you were born will come. If you're going for a wedding, you are preparing. So you are intentional and deliberate about it. That's the first point of call. And then in this intentionality and being deliberate, you identify what can I. You know, I'm always about you first. Because when you stand, then you can hold other hands and lift other people up. So what can I take? What can't I? What can I afford? Why can't I? How do I afford it? Talking about money or finances. So Christmas, I want my green shoes. I want my red dress. Okay, how do I get it? I made my susu box, and I decided that certain amount won't go in, except a certain amount. So on the day that I want to buy the shoe, I'll go and open it up, and I'm so sure it can get me the shoe. That is planning. So here we're telling families that Christmas don't come accidentally. So sit down, plan with your children. Having in mind, after the festivities, there are school fees to pay. So let them know, because we are raising children who will pay gratitude, not being entitled. So we'll let them know that, yes, it's nice Christmas, we get A, B, C, D. But looking at my finances for the year, it will be fine if we do A, B, C, so that we can do D, E, F after Christmas, because they will still go to school. They will still have to go to school. Or life still must go on after the festivities.
There's life after Christmas.
That is it. So you plan. That is you being intentional. So that you know where I'm not supposed to go, what I'm not supposed to buy. Yes, we're all eating rice and then the fried chicken and all that. It's good. But if you can't afford a live bed, thank God there's a big freezer. You can get all the parts of the same bed, whichever way, however way.
Whether it's back, thigh,
you will get.
Chicken is chicken.
The one I like is the drumsticks. You will get. No suffer. Somebody has done the dressing for you. You just pick it. And it's cheaper. It's still chicken.
Yes.
If you can afford a live bed, go for it. But don't do to impress who? first and foremost, you should be comfortable and happy. Because talking about the Christmas stresses or festivities stress, mental health comes in, emotional stress comes in, social stress comes in. Then we are used to the financial, but my concern is this one because they come after everything. When we put everything, when everything is done, then the emotions set in because school fees are not being able to.
Of course, you would know because your clients will come to you.
They'll come. You see, and then even I do make fun of this issue. In Ghana, during the festive season, we can hook on with our sickness. So my tummy aches, and because it's a holiday or it's a festive season, I can manage and then celebrate. Then the next time I have to be rushed to the hospital, or I don't have the means to go for health care, which is not the best. So what is important to you matters. We can all celebrate. What's celebration? It can just be water and cheers, and you make life. It's not now rice and chicken is a common food, unlike growing up where except special. So what is it? It's all about dancing, merrymaking. Do you need money to dance? Do you?
No.
So don't waste. I'm not saying it's wrong.
You can beat your own drums.
You can beat your own drums. You can sing your own song. The father sing, no part matters. The father raised the song, the mother hold the part, the children clap, you are dancing. In fact, you know the joy behind
Christmas
it's
at
not
home.
Christmas at home. Make life easier. Don't let everything be money. When you know that January 5th, KNUST is going back to school, Legon is going to school, and those factor all these things. I always encourage you, write them down so that you won't think, oh, I've done it. Write them down and check the box. We are celebrating, but life still goes on.
Still goes on. So, look, Councillor, you've raised a number of things. First on the list would be planning.
Planning.
So, like you
Being
said,
intentional
being intentional
and deliberate.
Then you plan. And you plan what you are doing, but also how to finance. And then also understanding that not everything is about money. You can create your joy, your experience, your celebration without spending so much money. And you should know what works for you.
Don't compare, because no two families are the same. Train your young ones to understand this. We are the Owejiri family. This is how we do things, the norms.
When they are friends.
Then your friends, you meet them, but at the end of the day, we all walk. I always use this as when we are going to school, we go in one after the other. And once we are there, we think we are together. But once we are done with school, and even the final exams is done on individual basis. So your mates will finish before you, and you finish before the other. That is life. So yes, it's okay to think like I wish, but you don't know the battles that person is going through. So be content in your deliberacy, in your festivity, be content. After all, we all have to eat. Whatever we are eating doesn't really matter. The most important thing is you've eaten a nutritious meal. At least. So, pinting beer dami, as they say in the tree balance. So, if it is fufu, you've eaten fufu. Whatever meat or fish doesn't really matter.
Whether it is smoked fish or tinapa or live bird or frozen chicken.
The most important thing is you have the nutrients that you need as a human being.
I love it.
Let's have this at the back of your mind. And then train young ones to know that, yes, we can delay gratification and we won't die. It rather strengthens us.
Wonderful. So you are watching Channel 1 TV. My name is Apiokor, and I have here some wonderful guests. They usually appear on Farm Life on 97.3 City FM, but during this season, we are talking family matters, and we're doing it right here on this channel, diving and tapping into the expertise, experience, and wisdom that they have. Let's go for a short breather, and we'll be right back.
10 years of unforgettable memories breathtaking sights, unlimited excitement, new friendships. And this March, we're turning it all the way up. From the 1st to the 8th of March 2026, get ready for the road trip of a lifetime. 8 epic days, 14 regions, 1 legendary caravan. We roll from Greater Accra through the Eastern region, cruise into the Northern and Upper East regions, vibe through the Western region, and hit many more iconic destinations across Ghana. It's culture, it's adventure, it's pure discovery with the best people and the best vibes. Expect non-stop fun, endless scenic views, deep cultural immersion, new networks, and friendships and memories that will outlive the journey. Seats are limited, and this is the 10th anniversary. You cannot miss it. Watch out for details soon.
This is still Channel 1 TV, and my name is Apiokor. We are doing a special this season, talking about family-oriented issues, and I have with me some very important guests who are unpacking a very important topic, the cost of celebration. We're looking at expectations, we're looking at money, and we're looking at family pressure. And let me just let you know who is in the studio with me. I have counselor, let me be very careful. Counselor is important too. It's actually a title, you have to understand. Counselor James Kofi Abre, and he's an experienced counselor, he's a coach, he's a mediator, he's a chaplain, he's a trainer, and of course, the executive director of the Holistic Counseling Institute. You also heard before we went on a break, if you were with us at that point, Madam Justina Owejir, she's a counseling psychologist at the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission Hospital. And you see that she's atomic. Yeah, she's got it in her. She has everything, and I loved your submissions. Now, let me come to Mr. Mike Mensah. He is, I like to say, the voice of Fam Life on 97.3 City FM. But he's a counselor, also a very experienced, and you know, when you talk about quality counseling, he's one of the people you can go to, and he's an emotional and relational intelligence coach and trainer. Mr. Mensah.
Yes, madam.
Now the floor is yours.
All
We've
right.
been talking about a number of things.
Yes.
Counselor James, Justina,
Yes.
they've said some very important things. I mean, it's like the submissions are potent.
You see,
You know, and I hope people are taking notes, like people take notes when they listen to you on Family Life. But what angle would you come from? You know,
So
look at what we're discussing.
I want to come from the angle of personality, or what we call person types. You know, every family is a collective of different people. And so you have an introvert and you have an extrovert. Celebrations for an extrovert is different from an introvert. Introvert may want to go to a quiet, cool place to be okay. Extrovert wants where there's loudness, where there's sound, where there's social engagement. So the family as a collective needs to appreciate where everybody is coming from. That's the first thing. The next thing is budget. The budget has two streams, inflow and outflow. So beyond your planning, which is very necessary, beyond your saving, which is also important, the next thing is, how much do we have? That's the inflow. And how much are we going to spend? That's the outflow. When there's a disconnect, then that's where the problem is. So you have to match your inflow with your outflow, being minded, like my colleagues have said, of what is going to lie ahead. If it's end of year, you know January is going to come and the bills must be paid. If it's mid-year celebration, you know other stuff that's going to happen. So the next one is the budget. And the third one is creativity. And they mentioned that you can have beautiful celebrations, not at high cost. Councillor James mentioned mild expectation, medium or moderate expectation, and then high expectation. Even managing all those dynamics within the family alone can be tough. So within that range or spectrum, you need to look at how you can be creative. You can have a wonderful celebration at a cost that fits your budget.
It means is that there should be sacrifices. You can't have it all. So there are times a mother can sacrifice something just for the kids to be happy. A father can do same. Children can do same. So that is why open communication is very critical here. So we sit and plan. even in the planning, there are ups and downs. So what if analysis comes in? So what if we are not able to meet this one? What are we? You do it with everybody in the family, so that in the end, everybody will sacrifice something, yet everybody will be comfortable and happy.
I love it.
Economists say you cannot satisfy the wants of everyone, but can satisfy the needs of everyone. So let's celebrate to a point that everyone is equally satisfied. Because you can't have it all, as she said. But at least, to a certain level, you've gotten what you needed.
And then everybody needs to understand that they can't have everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to bring our audience in. Round of applause for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we have Councillor James here, we have Madam Justina here, we have Mr. Mike Mensah here. The floor is open. I'm sure any question you ask, they can answer.
All right, I'd like to ask the first question. How do we, in the context of a family, let's say a parent and maybe 5 kids, how do we teach the children the sense of the finiteness of money, you know, and therefore, if we have to cut back on expenditure, that we bring the kids along, that they understand and appreciate that money finishes and that there's no endless sources of money, you know, so that they can appreciate and grow up with it as well.
Okay. Is there another question submission so that we take them together? Yeah, our audience. Okay. Round of applause for the lady.
I want to find out if you have any budgeting tips for December. Okay. Because it's like, it comes once in a year, so if there's any budgeting tips for that.
Okay, wonderful. Anyone else? Okay, let me come back to our guests. Yes. Okay, so Councillor James, which one are you taking?
Establishing a family tradition.
Okay, which one are we taking?
The
first one. Okay.
Establishing a family tradition and planning for the celebration of that tradition. I tell people every family should have a tradition, and tradition continues over and over to the 4th and the third and 4th generation. There is something about the family the whole family will look up to, and that calls for planning. And it's not only the parents that are making contribution towards the family tradition. Make it clear to everyone, like a family, what is your contribution? It may not be in money, but in service. So everyone is making minor or major contributions, seen or unseen contribution, but it's a whole holistic approach, collaborative approach that everyone say, this is the family tradition, we are planning and we are working towards it so that when we celebrate it, everyone is equally satisfied.
Modeling is first, training is second. Training is instruction plus practice. Okay. So you don't just get up one day and say, you can't have it. You have to walk the talk. So if you want to be moderate, you want to be modest, you want to save, you want to invest, you have to start with them early. Let them start saving, have a piggy coin bank, and let them put money, lay money aside. And the next thing is that you have to teach them need and want, what they can have and what they can't have. The fact that you have all the money to provide does not even mean that you must always provide. So let them know that process. Then the last one is walk along with them. Increase the level of what they can have and the extent of their gratification as they grow older. Yes, you're asking about budgeting. Budgeting, like I said, is inflows and outflows. So you look at first your basic critical needs, even in the celebration. What must we have? Transport, we need to have power, we need to have food, we need to have recreation or entertainment. Itemize them. What are we putting to what? Then the next thing is classify them. Because you can go, even with food, you can go to one restaurant and you can spend X amount. You can go to another restaurant, you spend much higher. So look at your budget and classify what you can afford. And the third thing is that once you manage that, make sure you don't run overruns. You know, that's why I spoke about the person types. Somebody who is a very spontaneous person, an extrovert, who will spend after crying. So that's where working together is very important. Somebody who is also frugal will not spend. So that can create conflict, what we spoke about. So it's very necessary that you manage, avoid spontaneous spending, follow your plan, go through your budget, and then the outcomes may be good. That's what I would say. Thank you.
Wonderful. Round of applause. Thank you. Brilliant questions from our audience. Now, all good celebrations and things come to an end. So we're at the tail end of this particular episode. But I just want to take a round of final words. 60 seconds. Councillor James, I'll start with you.
Thank you very much once again. Celebration, celebration, celebration. You always have something to look up to. Save towards it. And have it done. Let it be a time you can always look up to. And when you are old and you are recounting good days, you have good days to call upon. And it gives a sense of fulfillment. You have no good days to call upon. Oh, this Christmas, we did this and that. It gives a sense of fulfillment. So it's very, very important. You work towards celebration, and when you celebrate it, let's have some excitement.
Whatever you are celebrating is good and it's okay, but do it in a healthy manner where you factor all aspects of health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health into consideration, not just money.
Like
All right,
the voice.
I'll wrap it up by saying that celebrations are important as we were established. So celebrate to the best of your ability, being mindful of what your extent is. What works for the Kwekus and the Joneses may not work for you. But within your own confines, do what you can. Be creative about it and let it happen. And make sure that everybody within the family is fairly treated. Fairness is higher than equality. And so then, at the end of the day, everybody will be okay. Thank you very much.
Fairness is higher than equality.
Yes. So treat everybody fairly.
Thank you, Mr. Mensah. And so thank you, wonderful audience. You can clap for yourselves one more time. And also, of course, thank you to my guest today here on this program, Councillor James Kofi Abre. One more time, I cannot say it enough because you need to know the magnitude of the people who have come to give you this information, this knowledge, to make sure that your celebrations are what they are supposed to be. Councillor James is, of course, a counselor, he's a coach, he's a mediator, he's a chaplain, trainer, and the executive director of the Holistic Counseling Institute. Madam Justina Owu Ejiri is counseling psychologist at the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission, and like I said, she's an ace management person, especially when it comes to time. Charlie, like, we need to talk about that one of these days. And then, of course, Mr. Mike Mensah, counselor and host of 97.3 City FM's Fam Life, The Voice, but he's also an emotional and relational intelligence coach and trainer, an emotional and relational intelligence coach and trainer. And we've been talking about something very necessary for the season: the cost of celebration, expectations, money, and of course, family pressure. My name is Apiokor. We'll see you again.